So when this is a real story. So when Zolon and I were trying to have Little Snake, like we were trying to actively get pregnant, because I have PCOS, it is difficult for me to get pregnant. And you have to be able to have a certain lifestyle. They tell you, it's better to do certain things than not. That can help your fertility. So after trying for a year, they'll send you to a fertility specialist. So the fertility specialist does all the tests, and then they kind of walk you down the line and they tell you, well, this is the top of the list. This is what we can start with. But, if you exercise and you start taking care of yourself a lot better, there's more likely for you to get pregnant. And I'm like, okay, well, we'll try that first. And then before we get into like drugs and stuff like that, because fertility drugs, guess what? They're expensive. They're extremely expensive, even in the Canadian healthcare system. So be healthy, get pregnant. So they said, start exercising, start eating appropriately, try those things. And I'm like, okay. So I did. I started exercising because I really wanted to have a baby. I really wanted to have, for me, like I really wanted to have that thing. Like I really wanted to have another sibling for my eldest. I wanted to have a kid with Zolon. It meant a lot to me. So that was a big deal to me. And I was like, well, my body's broken, but I'm going to do my best to take care of it and at least give us a fighting chance to have another kid. I got to do my part. I can't just be like, I'm going to take some drugs and then hope for the best. So I really put a lot of effort into that for like months. I exercised every day. And I started to look really good. And then one day I just got pregnant. And it was a bit of a surprise. And we weren't expecting it because I was like, I'm starting to feel really shitty. And it was kind of like a new feeling. Like I hadn't felt that in a while. I'm like, I don't know what's wrong with me. And then the doctor kind of just sat down with us and was like, you're pregnant. And I was like, oh, it was the sick feeling part. Cause for me, I had felt like maybe it was just like a stomach bug and I wasn't feeling great. I was like, oh, we had just come back from a wedding. I was like, maybe it was the food. I don't feel good. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, it wasn't anything that I thought to myself, oh, well, I must be pregnant. And the doctor was like, no, well, you're pregnant. And we were very quiet about it. Because they tell you the first 13 weeks, you never know. So me and Zolon were very quiet about it, and we didn't tell anybody. But then, after that 13-week mark, and then we realized, yep, this is a viable pregnancy. We're like, let's go. We're having a baby. So it was a very big deal. It was a very big deal. It was a very, very happy time in it. And I realized then that like exercise and eating right and all that stuff was really important. And it allowed me to be able to have another kid. No, I worked for that baby. I worked damn hard for that baby. This I'm just talking about before we had Little Snake. And then we did the pregnancy announcement with a D&D character sheet. So I mean, typical nerd fashion. Because you have to when you're a big nerd. Nerd! That's me. Yes, that pregnancy that I worked for, that was Little Snake. Me and Zolon actually had a miscarriage before that, but Little Snake is one that eventually that we worked really hard for. But like, I think eating healthier and I think exercising a lot really, really, really helped me a lot feel better physically. It made me feel better mentally. It made me feel better overall, and I want to get that feeling back. So that's kind of why I want to exercise and I want to do things again. Me and Zolon, we're not having any more children because we're fucking tired. Every time I say to Zolon, hey Zolon, wouldn't it be nice to have another baby? He goes, there it is. It's like, no. He's like, nah, We good. We good with 2. We good with 2. Kids are expensive though. I joke around and say, ha ha ha, I'm 21, ha ha ha. But like, I'm 36. I'm good with the 2 I have. Kids are expensive. I want to be able to give them the things that, you know, are going to be able to succeed. I want to be able to facilitate their dreams. I want to be able to do that. I want to be able to support their dreams, and I want them to be happy. And having 2 kids, I feel that's comfortable. That's comfortable for us to be able to facilitate that for them. You know, we're lucky. We're lucky with the 2 that we have.
Hey, you filthy degens. Live here. If you like that video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Adios.